Greetings, Earthlings. Rivers here. I'm going to take a walk down memory lane and tell you of an experience I had when I believe I was a junior, maybe a sophomore in high school. I think I told you, but baseball was my entire life. And what self-esteem I had came solely from playing baseball. And I was a pitcher, and I was able to throw what is called a drop ball or a curve ball. And I was a really pretty good pitcher. And almost all my self-worth was tied up into being a pitcher. And I was obsessed with baseball. So I was pitching back in high school, and I threw a drop ball that fooled. And what a drop ball does is it comes and then it drops when it hits the plate when I throw it right, but I didn't always throw it right, but that's a story for another time. Anyway, I fooled the batter, and the batter hit it not super sharply, but hit it right back at me. So the ball came and I caught it just like this. And when I caught the ball on the mound, because it was hit to me, the batter had barely left the batter's box. And it wasn't cool just to hurry and take the ball and throw it over to the first baseman to throw him out. What was cool was to play a little bit of cat and mouse with the batter. So this batter's kind of stumbling out of the batter's box. He's running down to first base. I've got the ball in my hand. I see the first baseman. He's properly positioned himself to receive my throw. I wave to my folks in the stand. There's a couple of cute girls that I'm checking out as the batter's running to first base, and I've got plenty of time. So then I took the ball out of my mitt and I started to throw. And I don't know what came over me, but I threw like a girl, and it was like I was a total spastic. And I threw the ball over to first base, and it landed about 20 feet to the left of the first baseman and rolled towards the screen. I mean, this was like a major screw up on my part. And people were laughing in the stands. I was terribly embarrassed. I was out on the mound. I don't know what happened, but I just looked like an old woman throwing the baseball. And so the player who was running ran to first base, turned the corner and ran to second base, and was able to slide into second base just because I so stupidly threw the ball like a little girl. And I was so embarrassed. And my coach was so angry at me that what I'd done, and everybody was laughing in the stands. It's no fun being a pitcher and everybody laughing at you. That he took a catcher's mitt this isn't a catcher's mitt, but he took a catcher's mitt that was in the dugout. He ran kind of out from the dugout, turned around, and then he threw the catcher's mitt as hard as he could against the chain link fence in front of the bench. And the reverberations of the whoosh, 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 whoosh. It was not my finest moment. I was so embarrassed. And I couldn't believe that I had done this. I'd never done that before. And I guess it just goes to show that sometimes you do things that are kind of embarrassing in life. And how do you deal with it? I was so embarrassed. My buddies were giving me a load of crap about it. And then I couldn't even look my coach. All I did was kind of shrug my shoulders when the inning was over, and my coach was just rolling his eyes and probably used a couple of expletives. And then to cap off my game, which didn't go very well, he made the entire team run wind sprints in the outfield after the game, mostly because he was so ticked off at what I had done. So, what do we learn from this? We learn that sometimes in life, embarrassing things happen. And you got to kind of you got to roll with the punches. And don't screw around. Don't act too cool waiting to throw the runner out at first base. And now I can laugh about it, but I wanted to dig a hole in back of the mound and cover myself up with dirt and hide from the world. So not every athletic moment in your life is going to be hitting a home run, throwing a great drop ball, striking out batters, or doing whatever you do. There's sometimes that really screwy, and in this case, really funny things happen.